Do new heroes destroy ranked? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa and I'm joined by the wonderful...
One amongst many, I'm here too, and you know, we were talking a little bit before we started recording this, and yeah, new heroes, they can have a disruptive impact, people can have a disruptive impact, but new heroes especially, I think, can have an especially disruptive impact on the ranked experience, and Ashe is coming live, like, just to date the video, like, now, pretty much. Should be, like, right around when this releases, so brace yourselves if you're signing up for ranked.
Well, yeah, you kind of made me laugh. Like, so we were talking before we actually decided to record this video, and you're like, yeah, you know, new heroes destroy ranked. And I'm like, yeah, they kind of do, don't they, if you think about it? But obviously ranked and competitive have got a lot of issues anyway. But we're going to focus this discussion on new heroes because what tends to happen is, and in fact, I said this in the video that went out yesterday, there'll be an Ashe on the enemy team. There'll be an Ashe on your team in every game, and you can bet your bottom dollar, ladies and gentlemen, that it won't just be DPS players that select Ashe. Oh no, because this is like when you walk into the shop, you walk into Tesco or Walmart. I've never been in a Walmart. Actually, it's been a dream of mine to go in a Walmart. It's a very strange dream, I admit. Never been in one. Anyway, or a 7-Eleven, or I don't know, whatever, insert a shop here. You walk in and you're like, yeah man, I've come for some bacon, but you look to the left and then you see it and it's some new chocolate bar with some flavor combination you've never seen before. You don't want the chocolate bar, but it's glowing. Josh is making the noise. And you're like, I'm taking it because it's new. And you take it. That's what happens with Overwatch when new heroes drop, because the guy who's the main tank, who never plays hit scan, it's like, oh, well, what's this? Ashe, I'm going to have a go at this. And you're like, but friend, you're not a DPS player. And they're like, yeah, but, and this is the real kicker. This is the one that you get all of the time. But I paid for the game. I could do what I like. And you're like, well, okay.
You know, I literally had that exact experience you were mentioning earlier with
time.
Pepsi Ginger. Like, it's Pepsi with Pepsi Max with ginger in it. And you try and drink it, and as you breathe in to like inhale before you drink,
it burns.
You start coughing because it's ginger. You're inhaling ginger.
Oh.
So you literally start choking before you've even got the stuff in your mouth. It's wonderful.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's terrible. Worst decision ever. Never bought it again. But yeah, the other issue you're going to run into, just to try and get us somewhat back on track, is the idea of people picking Ashe, and then you're going to get someone on your team going, oh, well, I want Ashe, so I'm going to pick Bastion unless you give me Ashe. Oh, I'm a better Ashe than you, so I'm going to throw. Oh, I'm just going to leave the game or sit in spot. And like, this always happens. It happens so often when a new hero is reworked or when a new hero is released. You're going to get people who are just going to start throwing. And it's like, guys, please, just, you know, just let people play Ashe. Like, okay, yes, you're going to get, you know, I'm a self-inflicted support main, although I sort of dabble in everything where possible. I have enough accounts to do that, basically. And so, you know, I'm going to be playing Ashe. Like, I really like Ashe's gameplay, to the point where I've been just churning her out in quick play a lot, trying to practice her, doing, like, Ashe headshot only stuff. I really like how this hero plays, so I'm going to be trying to insta-lock her straight away, but I know that I'm going to be racing against 5 other people, all who want to play the same DPS hero, and it's going to drive everybody insane for a little while. And you got to wonder if there's, like, you know, is there a way to get around this? Is there a solution? Is there a way past this problem? Is it just the ability to actually say, hey, I would like to play this hero, and then putting in the queue just to cycle us back to this old chestnut?
Well, it's like on PTR, yeah? You know what this is like. As soon as a new hero hits PTR, it's like, oh, everybody joins PTR, because nobody plays on PTR, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that for free. It's a major problem in my eyes that Blizzard do not incentivize the PTR. In the past, they've said, yeah, we will. You know, we'll get people to come on the PTR and play. Maybe some sort of XP carries over, or you get loot boxes or something like that. But nothing ever happens. Anyway, when there's a new hero, everybody is on the PTR, and they just want to play the new hero. Now, I'm very lucky. I know this because my computer's mega fast. If any of you guys know hardware out there, I've got an NVMe SSD with Overwatch installed on it. So this is the fastest solid-state drives you can get, which, okay, a normal solid-state drive is fast as hell anyway, but these are like a little bit faster. So this means you load the game in before everybody else, like a few seconds before the people with SSDs. This is how crazy it gets. Then, this is what I do, no word of a lie. I mean, I can't show you because I don't have a camera or anything, but listen to this noise. Can you hear that noise? That's me banging a Year of the Dog Overwatch coin that Blizzard sent me. Now, what I do with this is I put this on my monitor right above where the icon for the hero is. So I press play, sit there in quick play, because obviously I'm PTR, mouse pointer goes over where the coin is. As soon as the map starts loading, I'm double clicking, insta-locks the hero before anybody. Oh, I've dropped it. But before anybody. It's beautiful. Anyway.
It's advanced YouTuber
people start
strategy.
leaving. Yeah, it is. But people start leaving the game, right? So I didn't get Ashe to leave the game. Sometimes I've got the game minimized. I'm picking my nose. Who knows what I'm doing? But I don't get the hero. So I'm like, oh. And I just leave the game and go into another game. Obviously, you can't do this in competitive. So what you explained happens all the time. I'm just going to be a crybaby. You stole my hero. No, it's my turn for that hero. And you see this on PTR sometimes. And you got to feel a little bit sorry for the players where it's like, can I please, can I have the new toy, please? It's my turn. But you just don't give it them. You're like, no, get lost. We don't say that to him, but you stay locked on the hero. Yeah. I know on PTR there's like, all no limits and all of that stuff most of the time, so you can just check the hero out. But competitive is a whole new kettle of fish, and we've done this to death with Overwatch causing frustration, which is such an inherently bad game design, and this just causes a lot of frustration. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm sort of dreading it. I mean, everyone knows that it's going to be a circus, and it shouldn't be a thing that you sort of go, oh my god, Ashe is coming out tomorrow. Oh my god, it's going to be a nightmare. And sometimes, like, when Brigitte came out, when like Orisa came out, especially with Orisa, like people weren't queuing up quite as much to play Orisa. Brigitte came out, a lot of people wanted to play her as well, and you had this exact same issue with, oh my god, just let me play this hero, I want to play this, I want to do this. And for a while you had a blessed moment where everybody wanted to play a support. Of course, then it turns out she's not really a support, she's a tank and a DPS and everything all at once, and Satan the Destroyer. But she, for a glorious moment, everyone did actually want to play support. When Doomfist first came out, we had endless Doomfist. When Sombra first came out, endless Sombras. So you have to wonder if there's a way for Blizzard to make this work easier, if there is a way for them to ease this in, and if there's a way for them to actually manage to release these heroes where it doesn't just sideswipe the competitive scene. And I think, I'm trying to think of a solution. I'm trying to think of something better, and honestly, I can't really think of one aside from, just doing what they're doing, which is essentially just rip the bandage off, just put it out there and just let people play and let people go. Because like you said, especially like the 2-week system they have, right, where they take it from PTR to live, I am fine with that. I think that's actually essential because, like you said, no bugger players on the PTR. And the games you get on the PTR are complete nonsense. I remember I did that video for you talking about the Brigitte Shield Bash thing.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of looking at the comments and going, oh, he's talking about Brigitte being unkillable, but he's died 15 times in this game.
Oh,
it's
yeah, but there's no team comp in the thing. Oh.
Hang on, it's PTR, and it's okay. I see you little sly buggers in the comments, don't worry.
Well, that's why I always go, guys, remember, I'm on PTR. Because when you get a new hero, it's like, especially if it's a DPS hero, and I'm running around just killing everybody, it looks super strong. And you can be like, oh my god, this hero is amazing, I'm just killing everybody. But actually, the enemy team have got no tanks or supports, and they're just all running around brainless, and you're sitting there farming them with Ashe, and it's like, it's not actually going to be like this. Guys, it ain't going to be like that. Because with Ashe, I mean, Goats is still quite strong, and when that's played, good luck to that.
Yeah,
that's
anyway, going to be terrifying. It's going to be absolutely terrifying. Although I really am looking forward to it. I'm trying to keep my excitement. I think if you come into this video and it's like, oh my god, they're being so doom and gloom. They're being so doom and gloom. I will say I am excited to play the new hero.
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, in the video that went out yesterday, I compared it to, like, I'm comparing McCree and Ashe, and McCree is kind of boring, to be honest. Ashe is not. There's a lot going on with that hero. So, you see the potential for combos. It's just a more involving hero. And this, again, adds to the problem, right? Because the people that don't generally play the DPS, the people that might think, oh, McCree's boring or whatever, if maybe they're tank players, they're like, hey, I'm just going to try this hero out because it's the latest and greatest thing in the game. And then things just start to go, like, it really does become the Wild West, and it's super frustrating because I know, like, I want to give you guys advice listening to this video now. Don't play Overwatch for a week because it's just going to be a mess, which is not what I should be saying. That is just ridiculous. Why should a new addition to the game cause you not want to play to not want to play the game because it's going to result in, well, a more stressful time than usual?
But do you know the underlying cause of this? Like the actual truthful underlying cause of this? It's quick play. Because the answer to, oh, I'm a tank, but I want to pick up this new DPS hero is go do it in quick play and have a satisfying time in quick play. But you ask anyone who sort of just jumps straight into ranked, like, well, why aren't you in quick play? They go, oh, well, quick play isn't actually the game. It doesn't play like the real game because there is no incentive to want to win in quick play aside from a little bit more experience.
Okay, let's go into solutions then. So one that's been thrown around a lot is you've got to play the hero for X amount of hours in quick play before it's even playable in competitive. I kind of like that. I think that's okay because it means you've got a basic understanding of what the hero is capable of doing. But then the issue is, shouldn't that be the same for every hero? And then there's problems, right? Because then Blizzard have put a barrier in place before you can play in competitive, where you have to play this hero for a certain amount of time. Now, a lot of these systems in the game were designed when the game was new, when the game had a shed load of people who were brand new to the game. And as we've discussed recently, now the game is more, I don't want to use the word hardcore, but it's more people who are like, they really like Overwatch, who keep playing the game. So the players have changed, or even just the normal players who came in to begin with, who might not have been FPS players, are now more educated. They're better players at the game. So I think most of them, if I was to honestly ask you guys right now watching the video, would you like a system in place where you had to play a certain number of hours before you could actually, in the arcade and in quick play, before you could play in competitive on a hero? I mean, what's your honest answer to that?
It's an interesting idea. The concern I have, my mind instantly sort of goes to, okay, well, how are people going to break that? Like, that's where my head instantly goes. And, you know, you're going to get people like going, oh, well, I just pick Ashe and then I AFK and spawn, run around in circles for a little while, that sort of thing. But being honest, you're not going to stop people doing that sort of thing no matter what you do. And I think it's not a bad idea just to make sure that they at least have passing familiarity. And I'd say you don't make the requirements steep. Or what you do is you bake it into like an achievement system. And you just have like 5 very basic, simple achievements. Get X number of headshots, get so-and-so bombs.
Yeah,
but then,
win a map, stuff
then,
like that.
Do the bomb combo X number of times, where you just throw the dynamite, you shoot the dynamite. It's dead easy to do with a little bit of practice, but you need to go and do that practice to be able to do it.
Couldn't this be solved with a better training range? That actually, when the heroes came out, there was like a little mini tutorial which just explained the heroes' abilities.
Amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. It's something that everyone's been asking for absolutely ages.
And this would be so easy to make. You know what they could? I mean, they give you the ability videos, right? That I don't think anybody watches, and they're pretty hilarious because for a lot of the heroes, they're just totally wrong now because they haven't been updated. But they also show you like really old UI for Overwatch and stuff. It's pretty funny. They could just make a really simple video, literally a 10-second, well, maybe not 10 seconds, maybe like a 20 or 30-second video that just shows you how to use the hero. But I think Blizzard have got this big issue or big problem with trying to tell you how you should actually play the game.
I think
when really that'd help a lot.
Thing. Like, you got to remember with Blizzard, it is a multinational company, right? So if they release that video, if they sit Jeff Kaplan down for a minute to go, this is Ashe, this is how you do this is her cool combo.
Not Jeff. I'm talking like a tutorial video, like a
yeah. But you sit someone down.
They do it already.
They need to.
Yeah, but they do. Right, hang on. They do it already. They do it already with patch notes. They do it with patch notes. They give you like a little rundown of the patch note. There's no reason why they couldn't just do that as well and be like,
I guess
guys,
actually thinking on it. Have you looked at Heroes of the Storm? Because they do this every single time there's a new hero. There's a
who
great
plays
video.
Heroes of the Storm?
It's like I follow them on Twitter. I like Heroes of the Storm from a design point of view. I don't really play it, but I like what they tend to come up with. It's kind of an interesting exercise and like turning game A into game B, and I find that fascinating. That's just me being a nerd, by the way. But they do these cool little videos, that, like the ability showcases, where they basically cribbed it off Riot because Riot were doing it first with League of Legends. But it's a very, very simple idea of like, these are the heroes, this is their abilities, and this is how you use their abilities as well. So it then gives you some examples of what it looks like in combat of like, oh, well, you string this ability into this ability and you do this, and then you use your ultimate when this happens, right? And it gives you this nice little base foundation. That would be a nice way to sort of get that ease in for newer players to pick up a certain hero, I suppose.
Yeah, I like that idea. Like, yeah, we just need more. Because right now, all you can do is really watch YouTube channels, and I guess that's it. You could watch streamers, pros play, although the problem with watching the pros play is they're pros. So they're a bit better than you and I, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, but anyway, there's a lot more Blizzard could do with that, I do think. But yeah, the fact is, I wish you guys the best in the coming days, because it's gonna be rough. It's always rough.
If you want
especially
the
when
best
it's DPS, it's rough.
To make sure that you don't get a complete trash person playing Ashe, you buy whatever size fancy Super Saiyan Blue goddamn solid state drive is, so that you can insta-lock her, and then you know that someone who isn't trash is playing it because you're playing her before anyone else does. And then when you get the guy,
what happens if you're trash?
But no, of course you're not trash. Sorry,
true,
have you met anyone in Overwatch who is trash, who will admit, oh, I'm trash, so I will not pick Ashe?
No, I have
If you
not.
find this wonderful person, do let me know. Introduce me to him so we can enshrine him in a museum and just, build a shrine to this god of PMA, because he doesn't exist. It's always your fault. It's always someone else's fault in Overwatch. So yeah, get that and then insta-lock Ashe and try your best. But the only thing I could say really at the end of the day is try and be good to each other, and all you can do with the system that we have in front of us is if someone has locked in Ashe and you want to play Ashe and you're in a competitive game, either leave immediately so nobody else gets penalized for you being a bit of a crybaby, or just tough it out because they locked it in first. Like, that's all you can do. They locked it in first, they get the hero. You can ask them politely, if you could perhaps play it instead. If they say no, they say no. That's got to be fair enough, because you can't do anything else as a player at the moment.
Listen, my final word on this, ladies and gentlemen, is if you don't get Ashe, there's going to be an Ashe on the enemy team, and they're going to be terrible because they're never going to have played Ashe before. So you can farm them. So just go and farm them. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome and goodbye to the channel. I don't know what happened there.
He's lost the plot.
Just end the video. End the video for me.
Thank you, people. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. I have been Josh, just one voice amongst many. He has been Stylosa as part of the Unit Lost channel. Definitely follow us on Twitter at Unit Lost Gaming for him and at @1_amongst_many for me. Otherwise, make sure you ding the bell for notifications. Hit the sub button if you haven't already. Like the video, put comments and whatever you guys want to do. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Toodles.
Toodaloo.